So here's the conundrum and sort of the oddity for this political cross-current today. You have everyone seizing on this idea of revoking the security privileges and information that he would have access to from Brennan, right? I mean, and in the middle of that, Democrats, of course, salivating at the prospect of the political uproar that's going to cause, but saying they don't want Nancy Pelosi to be part of it. It's just weird. The timing is weird. The whole frequency connection is weird. We're going to get to read on all of this with the National Taxpayers Union, Mattie Duppler. We've got Democratic strategist Kathy Arroyo and GOP pollster Lee Carter. So, Kathy, do you find what's going on here odd that in the middle of this sense the Democrats maybe with this whole Brennan dust up and feel coming in November is going to work in their favor, that they don't want Nancy to be part of that parade?
I mean, everyone loves the new car and the new car smell. So maybe these 55 Democrats are saying that we need the new car. They're going with that. Maybe they think there's constituents who want that. But then
they don't even know the new car, right?
They don't even know the new car, which is why not Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi? She's proven she has never gone against the party line. She's been middle. She's not radical. She's not all the way to the left. If anything, the caucus has always supported her.
I hear you, but man, when that Danny are talking about it, then you got to wonder, what do they fear, or do they fear anything?
Well, I think the good question is, Nancy Pelosi or not, what is the vision that Democrats think they are giving to the American people when they're making this argument? You know, whether or not you're going to Washington to vote for someone for speaker or leader, that's kind of an inside baseball argument. What you're actually going to Washington to accomplish, what your goals and vision are, that's what people are voting for. Nancy Pelosi's been very clear what her vision is. It's repealing the tax cuts. It's going back to the regulatory regime the Obama administration put in place. It's everything that has kept wages low and workers from being successful here in the United States for the past 10 years. If Americans want that vision, they can vote for Kathy or Nancy or whomever else.
To be in sync with the time, I mean, these issues, Lee Carter, when it comes to trashing the president and saying that he's very sensitive and vindictive and all that stuff that came up in this press conference by going after these security privileges, you have to wonder whether the Democrats who are bolting from her are bolting from the wrong person. Or what do you think?
I think they're bolting from the establishment. And it makes sense because there's a huge anti-establishment sentiment in this country. And a lot of people are saying, is it that we're going left or we're going right? No, we're going against what's happened before. And we're seeing it over and over again. Now, is the bashing of Nancy Pelosi a smart strategy? I think on a case-by-case basis, it is. Look at what happened with Conor Lamb in Pennsylvania. We're seeing a lot of people win with that strategy. Right. And Nancy Pelosi doesn't seem to mind. She's like, do whatever it takes, people. We just have to win. Right. And it's, by the way, NBC's fault that everybody's saying this. But whatever. That's what you say. The problem I see with the Democrats right now is when you vote for the Democrat Party, what does that mean?
Exactly.
I have no idea.
Exactly.
Is it resist? Is it I'm for Nancy Pelosi, I'm against Nancy Pelosi? Is it I'm for Chuck Schumer, I'm against Chuck Schumer? What does it mean? I have no idea. So if the Democrats are going to run this on a case-by-case basis, fine. Do what you need to do to win, people. I get it. But come up with a theme and make sure Americans know what they're voting for. Because right now, no idea. All
right. Well, I'm wondering, in the light of the security questions in this press conference today, Kathy, whether we're missing the forest of the trees here. I mean, do Democrats, especially those who are rebelling, let's say, against Nancy Pelosi, still have problems with a president who doesn't like criticism, if that's how they're reading this from former top security officials? If this were Barack Obama doing this with former security officials who were going on night after night criticizing him, would the response be the same, or is this totally?
I don't know if Barack Obama would go on Twitter and have so much to say about Omarosa from The Apprentice and then take away security clearance from a former CIA director. So I don't think we would see this from Obama.
But leaving the Omarosa thing out of it, and a lot of people say this cynically.
This is the president
I'm not done. I have a question, and you're being very rude. All right, but do you find it odd, though, that in the middle of all of this, if this were a Democratic president, forget Omarosa and all that other stuff, because this is viewed to be a distraction from that distraction, right, there was a little bit of zeal in going after this president night after night on the part of a lot of these security officials. Whether that's justification for removing their security privileges is another thing, but it's been unusual, don't you think?
The trust, I would say, is not there from the American people. We don't trust his reasons. He's so unpredictable. So why did he do it? I don't think we trust him for doing it for the right reason.
Well, are you saying we when you mean I?
Maybe.
Or you saying, yeah. All right, so Kathy,
we liberals?
I'm sorry, Mattie, on that, no, I apologize. Is there a sense here that right now Democrats keep talking about this blue wave and, and that it's going to come. Incidents like this help it, whether it's Nancy Pelosi or anyone. I know we debated that. But is it your view here that steps like the president took today reinforce a notion that galvanizes Democrats?
No, I think Democrats every week have a different reason for why they think they're going to retake the House and have a sweeping success
Do you think they
in
will?
November. Absolutely not. I do not think they will, because every time a Democrat comes up with a new shining idea for what they think is really going to be successful for them in November, all the Republican running against them has to do is say, you're better off now than you were a year ago. You'll be better off next year than you were this year if you continue to just run your business the way that you have, support your family the way that you have. Washington is finally getting out of your way in order for you to make those decisions. That's a pretty compelling argument.
Lee, by the way, have we ever had this kind of dust up between top and former security officials and the president?
No, I don't think we have. I mean,
Is it going to move the meter on anything that you follow, polls and sentiment,
No.
or is the economy? It tends to be always the economy. Although midterm elections, it's not always the case.
I am so fascinated by the way this all works. Every week we're sitting going, this is the thing that's going to take down the president. Omarosa, she was the word. I can't believe this is going to be the thing. There's the N-word and the tapes, and now there's this, and he's so unpredictable and he's so crazy.
That's not been confirmed.
And that's not been confirmed. I'm just saying, these are the stories, and everybody thinks this is the one. This is the one, and none of it does it. And I'll tell you, the thing that people like about the president, that support the president, is that he is unpredictable, that he is going to go out there and fight the agenda, that he is not going to do what anybody's done before. And that's the thing people need to get a hold of. And what the Democrats need to do if they want to beat him is focus on themselves, not on trying to take down the president.
But the majority show they do not like the tweeting. The majority of people do not want him tweeting.
But given the choice between Nancy Pelosi and the tweeting, they'll go for the tweeting.
He sets the agenda, whether we like it or not. What are we talking about? What he tweets. And that's...
Well, not right away. I mean, we got into other issues. Right?
That's right.
All right, ladies, I want to thank you all very, very much. By the way, if this was rattling stocks right now, they came well off their lows here. But a lot of it has to do with how this president is going to respond to Turkey now that Turkey has responded to us, and the back and forth. They're barely a rounding